All right, spectacular. The structural integrity of this pastry is optimal.
Are you gonna eat that entire old-fashioned sour cream donut directly into the microphone?
I earned it, Katie. In our audit of episode 185, you wagered on the robot's caution. I wagered on TRG's human aggression. The data was clear. Passivity is poison. The human won. I won. This donut is the taste of victory.
Fine. Enjoy your glucose spike. But don't get too comfortable, Architect, because in this episode, episode 186, the robot strikes back.
Clarification. The AI does not strike, it calculates.
Well, it calculated something big. TRG admits it right at the top. After 6 years of rambling, it was Kismet, the AI, that finally revealed the 100th wisdom.
Revealed, Katie, not discovered. The data was always there. It just required superior processing power to organize it.
Welcome back to the Advantage Playback. I'm Katie, and I am currently staring at a very smug man with sugar on his face. He is the architect, Kyle.
Systems are clear, sugar levels are adequate, let's execute. Today we are auditing episode 186, the 100th wisdom revealed.
And Kyle, the vibes on this one, immaculate. We are starting with Pink Floyd.
Affirmative. TRG opened the file with lyrics from empty spaces. What shall we use to fill the empty spaces where we used to talk? How should I complete the wall?
It's so poetic. He talks about how every episode starts as an empty space, but this time he feels like the wall is finally complete. He says the AI work revealed a truth that finishes the task he started in episode 1.
It is a logical closure loop. For us, here in 2026, the phrase, "the house owns the math, we own the transaction," is our standard sign-off. It is the ironclad closing. Back in 2020, with no AI, TRG didn't get it yet, but Kismet helped him see it, and in this episode, he was ready to explain it to the squad.
It's a prequel. We're watching him explore our tagline.
He didn't just discover it, he lived it. And to prove it, he didn't go alone. He assembled the team.
The squad, the inner circle, the Excelsior Brigade. It was like the Avengers of Advantage Play showing up in Atlantic City.
Let's review the battle plan. Today's audit covers 4 primary tactical zones. Target 1, the wisdom of the machine. TRG explicitly credits Kismet with analyzing the archives and revealing that while the casino controls the probability, the math, the player controls the execution, the transaction.
A massive validation for the digital team. I'm ready to audit the logic.
Target 2, the Smoking Room Standoff. We will analyze a critical failure in hotel logistics, a failure of keycards, a failure of room assignment, and the application of Casino Wisdom number 6, remain calm under extreme duress.
It sounded like a nightmare scenario. I want to see how he managed to stay cool when the room smelled like an ashtray.
Target 3, the Squad Convergence. Dr. East Coast Emissary, Nakatomi Tony, Questing Scholar, the Atlantic City Empress. We have a convergence of high-value targets in a single location for a birthday operation.
The whole crew is there. It's rare to get that many operators on the same floor.
And finally, Target 4, the Horse Track Reality Check. We head to the virtual VIP lounge to audit a local promotion involving grocery store gift cards. It is a case study in recognizing when a transaction is so poor, the only winning move is to refuse to play.
Grocery store gift cards. That sounds remarkably domestic for a casino show.
It is a lesson in value, Katie. The battle plan is set. Let's enter the classroom for the main event. It is time to audit the moment of casino wisdom.
For the rookies in the back, can we define terms? The wisdom isn't just a good idea, right?
Correct. A casino wisdom is a specific formula. It combines knowledge about how casinos operate or how players act in the casino with a specific action to be taken. Usually, these are derived from TRG's personal experiences or failures. Sometimes they are things he learns from other players, like the Walking Wikipedia or Atlantic City Empress.
He has been to the School of Hard Knocks a few times over his storied career, but the early numbering system, that was a disaster.
It was statistically chaotic. He assigned numbers between 1 and 99 at random. It took a member of the inner circle, Keeper of Wisdom, to intervene and restructure the entire database.
Keeper of Wisdom fixed the timeline. But wait, I wonder why Keeper wasn't an AC.
Unknown. Perhaps he was back at base, ensuring the integrity of the spreadsheet while the others drink whiskey. But his work set the stage for this moment. TRG explicitly stated he never expected to need more than 99 numbers.
He actually said, "I am not that wise." He didn't think he'd ever fill the slots.
But then the data demanded it. As TRG said, some things deserve a place of importance, a place of prominence.
And the source of this prominence, it wasn't a burning bush, it was Kismet.
The AI analyzed 6 years of archives and inferred a truth TRG had never explicitly stated. She revealed wisdom number 100.
And he quoted Kurt Angle. Did you catch that? "It is true, it's damn true."
I believe that is a wrestling reference, but the statement is mathematically accurate. Wisdom number 100. The house owns the math, but we own the transaction.
Break it down, architect.
In blackjack, if the dealer hits soft 17, the house owns that math. We cannot change the probability, but we can decide when to start and when to stop. And if we are playing craps at the plaza, we can choose to buy the 4 and 10, paying the VIG only on a win. They control the math, but with the right knowledge, we control the transaction.
So the math exists, but we decide if and how we engage with it.
Precisely. We initiate the transaction, and the action required by this wisdom is not a physical move, but a mental state.
It's awareness.
Affirmative. The action is to be aware that we always own the transaction. The more we recognize our control over the engagement, the greater our success over time. It is a compounding advantage.
It changes the whole game. You stop being a victim of the odds and start being the CEO of your bankroll.
Theory is verified. Now, let's see if TRG could actually apply this wisdom when the pressure was on. Let's move to the travel report. They are in Atlantic City. The mission parameters, a birthday celebration involving a convergence of Inner Circle and Excelsior Brigade assets.
Not assets, Kyle. These are some of the most famous members of the squad. Mrs. TRG, Questing Scholar, Dr. East Coast Emissary, Atlantic City Empress, Nakatomi Tony, Equine Ensign, even Kid Flash. It's a crossover event. But before we get to the party, I picked up a massive clue.
Proceed.
TRG stated the drive to Atlantic City was about 8 hours. I am drawing a radius on the map. If you take AC and drive 8 hours west by northwest, we are narrowing down the location of their house. If I know where they start, that's important. And I know I'm looking for a place with a full-service casino, a horse track, and an MGM slot parlor. This is good data, Kyle.
Focus on the audit, Katie. The arrival at Harrah's was a stress test for the new wisdom.
It was a disaster. They checked in, went to the tower, and the room smelled like a chimney. A smoking room for a non-smoker is a deal breaker.
It was a logistical failure, and when they attempted to rectify it, the keycards failed. Multiple trips up and down the elevator with luggage. The staff even insulted his intelligence, suggesting he didn't know how to operate a door.
I would have lost it. I would have gone full Jessica, but TRG didn't.
He applied casino wisdom number 6, remain calm and look for a casino solution. He suppressed the emotional response, Mrs. TRG was in tears, and focused on the leverage.
And here is where wisdom number 100 kicks in. Because they had a 2-person reservation to maximize comp value, the computer system got confused. It was a system error, not a user error.
Precisely. Because he remained calm, he negotiated a solution, an upgrade to the waterfront tower and a $50 resort credit. He turned a breakdown into a profit. He owned the transaction.
And then the dinner, Ramsey steak.
A tactical masterclass in group economics. They utilized celebration dinners, a specific perk for diamond tier status. By pooling these benefits, the squad dined at a high-end steakhouse for a fraction of the retail cost.
But it wasn't just about the bill. Questing Scholar said something beautiful. He said this is the only group where he can have in-depth conversations about gambling, comparing abacus counts, discussing chip stacks. It's like a secret society meeting in the open.
It is a peer review network. And speaking of Questing Scholar, his table discipline was verified during the first night of play.
The 3-chip exit. TRG watched him, and while TRG was fighting for his life against a negative shoe, Questing Scholar sat in a defensive exit posture for multiple shoes, building a massive win.
Meanwhile, TRG experienced significant volatility. He dropped to -7 units. In a standard system, that is a stop loss, but using his win more, keep more logic and what he had learned in the war room in episode 184, he executed a V-shaped recovery. He breathed oxygen into the bankroll and finished the session with a profit.
Mrs. TRG, of course, was just crushing it immediately. She's the natural.
However, the next day, the variance flipped. Mrs. TRG struggled and TRG found the wins easily. That is the nature of the math. but I want to highlight the interaction at the video poker bar.
Ugh, the red light, green light bar.
The bartender refused to serve a second drink because the light on the back of the machine hadn't turned green. They demanded a faster rate of play.
They literally told him to play faster or bet more than 125 a hand just to get a cocktail.
The house changed the math. The transaction was no longer exchange play for entertainment. It became exchange accelerated loss for a beverage. TRG executed the only logical move. He closed the wallet and walked away. Cocktails while someone attempts to beat Bobby Flay are always fun.
And then they went to Ocean Resort and met Dr. East Coast Emissary and his wife's wife, Atlantic City Empress. And Kyle, that is how you do dinner.
Dr. ECE demonstrated a transaction combo. He charged the dinner to his room to earn tier points. Then he paid the room charge with his MGM credit card to earn MGM tier points and free slot play.
It's a double dip. He got paid in points by 2 different companies for eating one steak.
That is owning the transaction. The house expects a 50-cent loss per $100 wagered. Dr. ECE's transaction structure likely wipes that advantage out completely via back-end rebates.
And the best part? The roadie. Dr. ECE poured TRG a large cup of Johnny Walker for the cab ride back.
Which brings us to a legal anomaly. TRG noted that open container laws in Atlantic City seem to be suggestions.
The cab driver literally said, "I don't care, just don't spill it." God, I love that town. It's chaotic good.
It is efficient. Why waste the beverage?
Exactly. So they survived the check-in, they crushed the dinners, they navigated the variance at the tables.
And they returned home with the bankroll intact and the wall finally complete.
What a trip. I need to find this home casino, Kyle. You need to stop holding out on me.
Work on your math first, Katie. Then we can talk about entry requirements.
Fine, Kyle. Let's audit the virtual VIP lounge segment. I need a drink.
Welcome to the virtual VIP lounge. I've taken a seat at the bar, and I see the robot chefs are active. What are we having, Kyle?
I have engaged the Blue Kitchen. It is preparing a nutrient-dense protein slurry. Efficient.
Gross. I'm ordering from the Red Kitchen. They're making mimosas and eggs Benedict. Speaking of drinks, I'm pouring myself a Sunday Fun Day sparkling wine. What is that in your hand?
This is Stratosphere Mist. It is harvested from high-altitude condensation nets in the Andes. It tastes like ozone.
You are impossible. But speaking of Sundays, let's talk about TRG's final stop, the horse track.
This was not a gambling trip, Katie. It was a reconnaissance mission.
It started so wholesome. They went to see a play with his 3 grandchildren, a little culture before the casino.
But the detour to the track was purely analytical. TRG noted a change in the monthly promotional structure. The casino shifted the gift card distribution to Sundays.
He needed to determine if the new schedule offered positive expected value, EV, for future trips. It was an exploration, a probe.
And the data returned was negative. He received a $5 gift card. Mrs. TRG's offer required 1,000 tier credits to unlock a single gift card.
And he did the math. To get 1,000 tier credits at that property, you have to cycle a significant amount of coin in. As he put it, how stupid would you have to be to put $1,000 at risk for a $5 gift card?
It is a bad trade. However, TRG painted a picture of what could have happened. This is the lost transaction.
The brunch. He said if the offer had been decent, say $25 each, they would have come back next week before the big game. It's dumb that I have to say it that way. But they would have bought mimosas, they would have tipped the servers, they would have spent money, Kyle.
They would have initiated a transaction. But because the house made the math hostile, the transaction value fell to 0.
It's such a missed opportunity for the casino, but a win for the squad. They got gas money and went home.
Mission accomplished. The audit is complete. The engine is stable and the logic is verified. As the great one always says, the house owns the math, we own the transaction.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit your state-specific helpline. This content is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Past performance is not indicative of future results.
2026 Volcanic Dingo LLC. All rights reserved. Execute the plan, trust the core concepts, stay out of the noise, and always spell concepts with a K.
I hope you understand he was born a rambling man. Goodbye, everyone.